All right, welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Earth signs Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, um, anywhere you have that in your chart. And the beauty of it is, we all have everything in our chart. So this could be for you. But of course, if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. Just, it's my intention. There's something in here for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Even if it's just one little sentence, there's something in here for you. And my readings are timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. And oh, there goes Kitty. Now that I've started the video, she's going to go get into something. Okay, so I've chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And I've let the universe choose a song, and the song is called Where's Your Money? Where's your money, Earth sign? Um, I, yeah, huh, it could. Oh, Kitty went to go get her little. She's got a little green monkey she likes to play with. That's cool. Yeah, where's your money? Um, there's something here around some situation where your heart got broken, where um maybe you were ignoring the signs, and it has potentially something to do with your money. Maybe you were over giving to someone, maybe you were with someone and supporting them, and then they betrayed you or whatever. But we start with the happy card. And I feel like this is you finding your balance among all the craziness. Uh, that this is being happy, knowing things are going to work out. This is proof that you probably are already seeing things working out in your life. If not, it's gonna come soon. Um, we have message in a bottle and protection, which is about ignoring the signs, needing to see those red flags, whatever, there have been signs that have been coming for a while. And I think because of the happy card, you're finally seeing it. Where's your money? You're finally starting to realize my money is not with me. My money is not where it's supposed to be. And then the mending card and protection, which again, like I was talking about, it's there's some kind of heartbreak, and understanding that though it sucks like so bad when you're in heartbreak, there's a reason it's called that. It literally feels like your heart is breaking. It is very painful. But there's so much good that comes out of it. It allows you to you learn how to have more compassion for others in general. You're able to open yourself up to others. Um, when you're in heartbreak, you're just like, God, if there's anybody, like people that you wouldn't normally, friends that might be more like superficial, suddenly become really close. People that maybe you hadn't let in before, that deeply. Now suddenly you're like, oh, I could use any support, and so it helps to deepen relationships sometimes, and it breaks your heart open, which is a good thing ultimately. And once you get through it, you're better for it. You've learned something and you heal. And so anyway, I feel like because we start with the happy card, that this is you coming to that point, having gotten through the worst of the heartbreak, seeing the signs, allowing yourself to be happy for the sake of being happy, knowing things are going to work out, that they're, really starting to understand the lesson that came from the heartbreak. So let's look at the good tarot. See what the good tarot has to say. Two of Earth. Yeah, and suddenly I was just reminded of the reading I did last time for earth signs, which there was it was quite the soap opera. There was a lot of drama. There's a lot of, you know, stuff going on. So this I feel like this is you kind of coming out of that. And if you're not out of it yet, you're going to get there. Yeah, 2 of earth. It's about finding balance, about being adaptable to your circumstances because of ha- realizing that you have this basic line of happiness that you can always fall back on. That happiness is an inside job. It true happiness is a place that you live in despite whatever's going on around you. Um I have a postcard. What does it say? Happiness is not oh my god. I don't think I'm going to remember this right now. Happiness is not a state to arrive at, but a method of traveling. Yes, I remembered. A method of traveling, absolutely. This is coming from kind of pouring yourself into doing something that you really enjoy that that is building your knowledge base, your skills in some way. And this is another benefit of heartbreak is you find yourself at a loss of what even to do with yourself, and you start to try and find ways to things to devote yourself to that maybe you wouldn't have before or hadn't really done before. And so this is focusing on yourself, building yourself in some way, getting very grounded in doing what you love, and definitely getting better at something. And the 2 of earth, I have to mention this too. This is about a balance. In this deck, this is about balance between work and play, making sure that you're oh, but it's also about doing something that doesn't feel like work, that you actually really enjoy, that you could just do all day, and you're working on that through the heartbreak. This is where your happiness is coming from, is pouring yourself into doing something that feels really good, and it happens to be something that you're getting better at over time that you can potentially do something with. With they're both earth cards, so maybe it's some kind of hobby that you want to turn into uh, a, a job or a way of making money or something like that. And then we have the 3 of water, and the 3 of water is very much about community, enjoying the people around you. And I think, as I mentioned, with heartbreak, it often allows you to open yourself up more to others where you might have been closed off in the past. And so it's deepening your relationships, your friendships, and coming together with people of like mind and celebrating, having fun. Okay. Let me look at the Oracle Tarot. Ooh, we got the 5 of Cups, unfulfilled expectations. Yep. Yep, unfulfilled expectations, and you were ignoring the signs. You kept hoping someone would come around, you kept hoping a situation would improve, and it left you searching for more. And I think this is speaking to you realizing that only you can fulfill yourself in the end, that perhaps there was some kind of hope that some situation, some person would fulfill you. And this is coming to that understanding of, oh, only I can fulfill me. Only I can make myself happy. Which is true for anybody. A lot of people will go into relationships, for example, thinking, well, if I or they want a relationship because they think, well, I'm so lonely and sad by myself. If I have a relationship, then I'm that's going to make everything better, and then I'll finally be happy. And I've done this too, and it's coming to that understanding that when you go into any kind of situation like that, you're going in depleted. You're going in with less. You're expecting someone to fulfill something in you, and they can't because there's a void there. It's empty. And they can try and often do, but it's never enough. And eventually things don't work out, or, if things continue on, a it's not a fulfilling, happy kind of relationship. And this is true for any kind of thing, job, whatever situation in your life. Um, we also get temperance, balance, and harmony. Yeah, we definitely have this message here of balance. Gaining your balance through moderation in your life, not going too crazy, but also being patient, knowing that it's a process. Healing from heartbreak, it takes time. Any kind of healing typically takes time. And this is a part of why you're pouring yourself into doing something that's really fulfilling. It's helping you to heal. Ooh, and we've got the 9 of Wands, pause and observation. Yep. Figuring out what you need, what's right for you, who is right for you, who fulfills you and makes you happy. The people that actually make you want to like celebrate and have fun. This is a part of the healing, that heartbreak. All right, let me look at Wisdom of Avalon. Wealth. Yes, you are working on your wealth. You are working on doing something that is going to lead to some kind of financial payoff. Yeah. And it's not, and this card is not necessarily financially wealthy. This is a wealth of connections and friends and feeling good. This is health, and it's abundance in all its forms. And we have the Bard, music, poetry, myth, history, and the enchantment of storytelling. I love that, the enchantment of storytelling, because in our lives, our lives are a story. We are creating our story as we go. And we have the option to change that story, to change what we tell ourselves is our story. Um, it's it's going from that place of, very often with heartbreak, we're like, oh, this really hurts. This person did this thing to me. How could they? I'm the victim. And this is you changing that story and being like, okay, I had a part to play in this as well. And I'm learning from it. I'm healing from it. And I'm going to be able to I'm learning how to take the lesson from it so that I can move forward in a new way. And it does mention music as well, and with this card in particular, we've got the music. It's so, it could be that what you're doing, what you're kind of pouring yourself into, building your knowledge and your skills, could be around music. maybe you play an instrument or you write music, whatever it is. Or it could just be that you're letting music help heal you. I know when I've gone through heartbreak, I have relied heavily on music to help me. And then we have the cow, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. Asking for help, receiving the care, the compassion, the love, the support from the people who really care about you, letting them nourish you, the abundance of friendship and connections, and ultimately realizing the abundance of so much in your life. You are coming to a place of being grateful for what you have. Everything has brought you to where you are now, which is really good. Really, really good. All right. So let's look at Osho Zen. Awareness. That's right. Yep. You're becoming aware. You are finally opening up, waking up to whatever hasn't been working, to whatever red flags you weren't seeing or you were ignoring. Burning away, this figure here is like stuck behind the veil. This is burning that away, letting your inner most authentic self come through, shine through, burst through. um, because of really focusing on yourself and doing what you love. And trust. That's right. Trusting that it's all working out the way it's supposed to. Trusting that the universe has your back. That you are being led to a better place. And conditioning. And I think this is about you finally, this is the awareness of where you have been. You have been trying to fit in where you don't fit. You've been trying to be someone you are not. This situation is allowing you, this heartbreak is allowing you to really get in touch with who you are and what's most important to you. And you're coming to that point where it's time to shake off the I want to say the costume. Doesn't sound right. It's the mask that you've been wearing. It's that whatever there is a word that is not coming to me. But yeah, shake it, being yourself, being authentic in a way you weren't able to before, because now you have the awareness. And that is where the wealth and the abundance, it starts coming in, because now you are being yourself. You were closing yourself off before. This guy is not abundant. He's so unhappy. When you're this unhappy, it's like, you know, he's not allowing himself to be who he is. Now that you're shaking that off, you can be. I'm gonna look at my angelic messenger cards by Meredith Young Sowers. I just pulled these out. Had these forever. Have not used them before. Well, I just used them for a couple other readings, but yeah, I hadn't used them in a long time. They're actually really great. Passion. Yeah. Following your passion. Listening to your inner guidance. Starting to focus on doing something you really love that is so fulfilling and getting better at it. And that's the thing about passion. Passion comes from inspiration. We get that passion and that inspiration through being tapped into our innermost authentic self, which has a direct line to our higher power. It's all connected. Healing, yes. You are definitely healing. I think you are on, you've gone through the worst of it and you're on the upswing. And self-worth. Yes, exactly what I've been saying. This is about you finally owning who you are, knowing that you don't belong wherever you've been trying to fit. That square peg in a round hole kind of thing. Your self-worth comes from being authentic, being aware of who you are, and allowing yourself to become aware of that baseline of happiness. That happiness is an inside job. If you feel unfulfilled, that's something you go within to figure out and to change if you are feeling unfulfilled. Okay, so let's look at the Spirit Animal Oracle. I'm just going to end with this one. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. And yeah, I think you weren't being loyal to what you love before. For the sake of whatever, keeping the status quo, keeping someone happy, keeping yourself in a situation because you thought it was the right thing. And this is you realizing life's too short. You got to focus on what you love. Follow your passion. Be loyal to what and who you love. And dove spirit, be peace. And this comes from doing the healing, going through the healing, trusting. You can be at peace when you know that everything's working out the way it's supposed to. It doesn't always feel good. It doesn't always look like it's working out, but that trust comes in and it's like, okay, I'm just going to be find my inner peace because I know this too shall pass. And Panther spirit, reclaim your power through understanding your self-worth, through rising up and being who you are meant to be. You are not meant to be hanging out with the sheeple. You're supposed to be eating them. That's just what keeps coming to me. It's like, reclaim your power. It's all within you. It's all an inside job. And as you do that, as you focus on yourself and what you love and building your skills, as you go, you find your balance and you become prosperous and abundant in your life in all the ways. So, yes, this is good reading. I like it. Leave me a comment if this resonates. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.